Tony was a wireless operator with SOA. Our job was in harassment behind the lines, very successful in Holland and Denmark, less so in France. Tony was in the circle the Gestapo destroyed and scattered. Ravensburg, Buchenwald, Saarbrücken, Dachau. People were tortured and executed. I was a courier, I was never caught. I wasn't his wife. Motoring together, it was easier to say we were man and wife, but in fact, I was barely anyone's mistress. He simply rang me a few weeks ago and asked if I'd like holiday abroad. I was amazed. People in our organization really didn't know each other that well. You made it your business to know as little as possible. It was a point of principle. Even now you don't know who most of your colleagues were. Perhaps you were in it. Perhaps I met you, I don't know. Tony, I knew a bit better, not much, but I was glad when he rang. Those of us who went through this kind of war, I think we do have something in common. It's a kind of impatience. We're rather intolerant and we don't suffer fools. And so we get restless back in England. The people who stayed behind seem childish and a little silly. I think that's why Tony needed to get away. If you haven't suffered, well... And so, driving through Europe, I knew that at least I'd be able to act as I pleased for a while. That's all. It's kind of you not to have told the ambassador he had a wife. And 3 children. I had to lie about those. I couldn't claim them somehow. She lives in Crediton in Devon. He told her he needed 2 weeks by himself. That's what I was kind of hoping you could do for me. Phone her. I've written the number down. I'm afraid I did it before I came. I'd prefer it if you lied. But it's up to you. It was an innocent relationship. It doesn't mean I'm physical. Unphysical, in my view, is repressed. It just means that there was no guilt. I wasn't particularly fond of Tony. He was very slow-moving and extinct, if you know what I mean, but we've known some sorrow together and I came with him. And so, it seemed a shocking injustice when he fell in the lobby. Unjust for him, of course, but unjust for me. Alone, a long way from home, and unjust for his wife. Bitterly unfair if she had to have the news from me. Unfair for life. And so, I approached the embassy.